All right, family. So my journey to becoming a Master Mason or joining Freemasonry started probably after 2010. In my early years, late teens, early 20s, I was always looking for a way to live my life in accordance with nature. Those are my words now. But back then, I didn't have those words, but I knew I wanted to live my life in a particular way that didn't cause harm to other people, that allowed me to have the best interaction I could have with anyone I encountered. I did want to live it according to a system that was restraining or restrictive, but I didn't know what systems were available. So I figured the only way to live life and learn how to live life was to understand what is going on in life around me. So my journey consisted of, or my learning consisted of, anything and everything that I could learn that would help me understand the world around me. One of the biggest things that I found interesting or took interest in was racism, white supremacy, especially how it is carried out in this country. That's not the topic of this discussion, but it is something that, and diving deep into it and understanding what it is and how it worked, it led me to different groups of people, the Moors in particular, and understanding what they studied, Moorish science. Well, the way they explained it, Moorish science was Freemasonry. Not Freemasonry, was Moorish science. So I studied that, and I became more interested in learning about it. And there was a podcast I was listening to, and a guest said that the Masons are charged with being the keepers of the sacred knowledge. And that stuck with me. And I said, well, if they're the keepers of the sacred knowledge, I didn't know what sacred knowledge was, but I want to learn what the sacred knowledge is. And so I became interested in learning about the Masons. Now, up to that point, I used to beat on the Masons in regards to their existence. Whenever I saw the square and compass and the G, I didn't know exactly what it meant, but I would call them all the names that they get called even to today: demonics, Satanists, and Luciferian. I couldn't at that time define what any of those were, but what I called them, like some of you do today. And so as I started learning about the Masons, I always kept that in my mind. They are the keepers of the sacred knowledge, the keepers of the sacred knowledge. And somewhere I had added something to it. I don't know where it came from, but it was the Masons